Hello YouTube faces out there. Okay, I'm kinda normal now. I've just had my hour of therapy. And I'm actually quite calm right now, and I'm still a bit shocked because today I felt like I was actually like understood for the first time because my therapist told me that she knows that I've got everything in my grip. Like, I can control my family, I can control everything around me, and that I'm making myself miserable. And she's actually right because deep inside I know that I'm quite the manipulative bitch. I mean, I don't try to do bad things, but then again, sometimes I do things to make myself feel bad, and I just manipulate people to act like I want them to, because, the prime example is I'd probably have been kicked out of school last year already, but even this year, my form master actually told me it's okay if you don't come until the next semester if you're not feeling well, and everybody's being so nice, and I guess every other teacher. And actually, they should be so angry. And my therapist was actually right because, God, this is a pretty big bump. No, that I can manipulate people quite well. And that's actually what I do most of the time. Like, she said that it's only natural how I behave because I'm kind of looking for some opposition. Because as a child I never really had any rules, and I was never really punished for anything. Like not, I mean, the being slapped and stuff, it was more like, okay, now it's happened again, but I didn't understand the sense behind it, and I never really had to stay at home or wasn't allowed to watch TV or stuff. Never at all. I was always able to manage to get everything I wanted, and that's kind of what I do these days as well. And my therapist, I'm actually, this is the point where I start running away from people. Like, they've actually seen through the kind of masquerade that I try to put up for myself, because this is not something I do intentionally. It's more like I once decided that I can't be a person who has feelings and is able to be harmed, and there's that child part of me that must not exist. And I guess once, some time ago, I just decided no, or unintentionally or whatever, subconsciously, that I wanted this part to be sealed away, and that's actually why I can't really talk about it. I mean, I got what she said today, and I actually tried to think about it, but it's like I can't get behind that wall of the joking and actually knowing person. I know that I'm not stupid, and I know that I can get everything I want, and that's what makes me frustrated if I don't get it. But I will get it either way, because I will get it. And that's probably also the bad thing, because I see that as something negative, because being manipulative is nothing good, in my opinion. It's because you force people to do what you want, and it's only good for yourself, it's not good for others, and I actually don't like that. And there's also like, there's stuff, I've always been told that you shouldn't look out for yourself so much. Like, I've always been told you're an average kid. You may be intelligent, but you're not prettier than others, you're not better than others, and that stuff. And I actually, there's times when I know that I'm not a bad looking person, that I could just get everybody I want, but then I feel bad for actually having that idea. And there's times when I know that I'm intelligent and actually not a stupid person, that I'm just making it hard for myself because I'm just bored or unwilling to do stuff, and I'm just not doing it then. But I feel bad for that as well. So it's I don't know. This is actually the main obstacle in my life. Like, I have to work out how to disable this kind of I don't know what you call it. I call it my personal firewall, like the big obstacle itself. It's like I'm just existing, and I could live pretty well. I could have a super good life, but then there's that nice firewall. Let's call it that obstacle that I do intentionally as well as unintentionally, and I just act on this kind of impulse, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I don't want to do it, but I'm still doing it. It's like with self-harm. Like, I know I shouldn't do it. I know I'm gonna regret it later. But then again, why should I stop? Right at this moment, I don't want to stop. Hell, my knife's just there, and I just want to take it and cut myself open because I want to see the blood I can produce, and I want to taste it, and I want to smell it, and that stuff. But then again, I also know that it's stupid, and it's so weird because right now I'm actually feeling really, I don't know. I feel so unsure and so kind of shaken because it's the first time somebody has actually managed to get beyond the surface. Because nobody does that. Because I can manipulate my mom, my family. I mean, I doubt that they don't get me. I think they just let me do as I want to because they know the consequences. Or it's not gonna be easy for them if they don't let me, because I was a spoiled child. And I acted pretty, bratty. I was a real brat. If I didn't get what I wanted, I would scream and shout. And later on I learned that screaming and shouting doesn't get you your way, but you have to talk people into it. And actually that's what I'm doing today. And it's like, I know that I've got a hard history, and that gives me a load of points from like people who pity me. And then I know that I'm not stupid. I know that I have my way with words most of the time. And I know that I'm not very ugly either. And I know that I can smile nicely and do stuff because you can figure out how or how people want things done pretty quickly. And that's how I figured out how to actually behave. So it's kind of weird because it's like I don't want this to be me. But then again, I worry, what is the other part? Like, what is still there? And that's actually, my therapist today said that's the cause of the self-harm. Like that part that I'm not letting out, not letting go. It's like I keep it caged inside of myself. It's like I have this, I don't know, it's like the little child inside of me is locked away because I had to grow up. I told myself I had to grow up. And I didn't deserve to be a child, and I just had to act as grown up as possible. And of course I have to get my way every time, because then I'm successful. Because everything else would be failure. And it's actually kind of weird. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, because my brain is basically spinning around. It's really weird. I've actually never felt like this before, and it's kind of unnerving but also nice. So I'm gonna leave you on that note, and I'm gonna go play Skyrim. Goodbye, YouTube faces.